Alright, so you got your story idea. Maybe you got plot, characters, theme, tone, there's a vision there. But how do you build off of that? How do you get more ideas for this story? Well, I got a powerful brainstorming tip to help you conceptualize for your story. Actually, I got 3 tips. The rate at which ideas come to you is in your power. Don't forget that. I also struggled to come up with ideas for my own stories because I thought ideas would just come to me. I thought I had to wait for them. But once I started doing these, I realized that I had the power to get ideas on demand. And if you implement these, they'll work for you. And it's not just for stories and writers. This is for all artists. The first one is something I do for every script I write. I've been doing it for a couple years and it works incredible. Here's what you do. Make a mood board of images that emit the feelings of your story idea. So think about your idea and its tone. Do you want it to be eerie, mysterious, magical, upsetting? Think artistically. Do you want this to feel like a certain movie that you've seen? Pick images from other art that inspires you and specifically this idea you're working on. Get the artistic vision for this idea translated through this montage of images you're making. Then get some music that emits the feelings associated with your story idea. Could be a soundtrack to a film that appears on your mood board. And then listen to this music as you simply look at your mood board. Then let the sparks fly. When you stimulate your creative senses with art that is associated with the idea you're working on, your mind will start to produce ideas for your own story. It's just the way our creativity works. If you put the right kind of elements in front of you, it'll make ideas. I believe our mind is naturally, effortlessly creative, and so if we just set it up in the right way, the river will flow in our favor. The second way is this. Watch movies that emit the same feelings of your story idea. So watch any movies that you might have put on your mood board. If you have a mafia story idea, then go watch your favorite mafia films. Get those movies that feel like they speak to you in a similar way that your story idea is speaking to you. Watch these films and think about your own story idea. Your mind will start to visualize your own characters, your own plot and theme and world in this film that you're watching. And again, like the last idea, the sparks will begin to fly when you put the right elements in front of your eyes. Your mind will work and think of ideas for your own story as it's being inspired by what you're watching. Get a journal and notebook. This is very important to write down any ideas that come to you. You don't want to forget any of them. Lastly, the third idea, it's time to get introspective and reflective. Sit down with a paper and pen and just journal about your idea. Explore the idea itself. Why do you think you came up with this idea? What part of yourself, your life, your experiences, your beliefs does this story idea stem from? What part of your subconscious mind did this idea come from? Whether we're aware of it or not, most of our story ideas come from our own life experiences, which are emotionally rooted. Maybe it's something you're afraid to face or admit, but you have to face it. Fear is the indicator of what you need to face. And bringing this part of yourself into full consciousness, into full awareness, to examine it, and to really sit with it, that's where true evolution and true growth takes place. That's why people say that art is therapy. So journal about this idea. How is the character reflective of yourself? How are you the main character? Is this idea reflective of something that you're going through right now in your life? The more aware that you become of this idea and how it's working and what part of yourself it comes from, the more your mind will work and think of ideas and solutions as to where this idea can go, where the story can go, where the story's meant to go. Because if this idea is really just reflective of an interior experience, an interior journey that you're going through or that you've been through, then you really already have the answers. Then the art really just becomes a way of documenting yourself. With all of these strategies, remember 2 things. 1, you take what resonates and leave the rest. As you're hearing me talking, you don't just do these ideas exactly as I say. You can. I recommend that you do if it resonates. But if even just one line or one part of what I said from here resonates and really hits, that's what you have to go with. And that is because of the second thing, the answers are already inside of you. It's about unlocking them and allowing them to rise from within. You have the power to decide whether or not you want to come up with more ideas. So it's not a matter of, can I do it or can I not? It's like the saying, whether you believe you can or can't, you're correct. You're right. Creativity is an action. Look at it that way. And if you want to get ideas for stories in the first place, just ideas in general, watch this video that I made on how to do so. Good luck conceptualizing. Go for those ideas. Keep working on your story. It's waiting for you to write it. So go do it. Subscribe for more videos like these. Have a great day. Peace out.